So groovy.
Oh, the song's over.
Yeah, it's so groovy. It's still in my head.
Yeah, we're just grooving to that.
So good. What's up, everybody? Matthew Pfeiffer. Good to see you, my man. Thank you guys for joining us. Jen Hogan, there they are. Here they come. What's up, everybody, and welcome to It Is Hump Day.
Higgity Hump Day.
That's right. It's Higgity Hump Day. Brian Wensloff and Richard Patituccio's favorite day. Kyle Nunez, the Biggity Bad from Trinidad. Good to see you, sir. And thank you guys for spending some time with us tonight. I appreciate it very, very much. We got a couple jams to go through. Then we're going to be talking with our good man, Eric Youngs from the VooDoo Chef, or the VooDoo Chef himself, which is pretty freaking awesome. Like, we just booked 127 dates in the pre-show. Like, some incredible stuff, some incredible events. This is an absolutely inspiring gentleman, a fantastic chef, a fantastic cook, Darth Yaris. I think that's Josh Mullis. That's Josh Mullis on Twitch, baby. What's up, everybody? Hello, you twitching sons of bitches. Good to see you guys, and thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Lynn Floyd, good to see you. Steve Wajna, great to see you. Let us know when we can crash that kitchen, or if we need a guest chef, Steve. Let us know, man. We'd love to reach out and see if we can have you on the show. Nori Baird, great to see you. Thank you guys for spending some time with us. Yesterday at 12 o'clock, we put up a poll. On that poll is 5 songs. You guys voted on them. We have 2 songs to roll through, and then we're going to be hanging out with the VooDoo Chef right after these jams. He has some fantastic creations. He has an amazing mind full of passion and gluttony, swear words.
I love when we run into another
liquor.
Pull the trigger, mother.
Yeah.
I love that.
He's a good dude, man. He's a good dude. We're looking forward to a couple of different events coming up in the future. He is a mover and a shaker in the entertainment industry. He has been for a while, and I'm really, really excited to introduce you guys to him. Some of you might even know him. Josh Mullis, I know you know him. He knows you as well. A huge shout out to everybody for joining us tonight and sharing some time with us. We are 1/5 through the 50 followers that we need on Twitch. We hit 10 followers yesterday. Matt McIver was number 10. So a huge shout out to Matt McIver.
I will
40
say,
more. And
I noticed that we hit 10 today, and I was going to cut my hair. I was going to shave my head. And I was like, I better just start
baby.
Grow.
We're heading toward that 50, man. Right now we feature three Twitch channels on our channel. We feature our good friend Brian Lasagna, the Flawless Lasagna. We also feature the Hunger Service, our good friend L.A. Geronimo, and we feature Cecil Garner, who is Cecil Grimes Cosplay. So I'm going to reach out to those guys too and see if they'll help us hit that affiliates by representing and see if they can push us through their own channel. But I wanted to get some content. I wanted to have them have something to feature. So
we'll put some stuff up there, and
so right now we have several different videos. We are nearing hitting those affiliate requirements.
Will you sign up to our empty channel?
That's right.
Not watch anything.
That's right. We got some stuff on there, baby. Roger Rollerson, good to see you, my dude. Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Roger Rollerson. He provided the fastest Wi-Fi bandwidth I've ever seen on the face of the planet in the 2017 MegaCon after party, 2018 MegaCon after party. He saved the day.
And guess what? A friendship was born.
Yeah, he saved the day. Roger and I talk almost weekly now. He's a good dude. Roger, thank you very much, man. He is I would say he is full of wisdom and knowledge.
I imagine
he has a very youthful outlook for him. He's like a child in the body of a brilliant scientist. But he has a very, very youthful outlook.
Scientist.
Oh, yeah, he's incredible, man. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. We're going to get to it because we want to chat with the VooDoo Chef himself. We want to bring him on. And right after this show, we're actually jumping on his show. So you guys are going to have to check that out. That's going to be really cool. He's got a bunch of guests. The structure that he has is absolutely fantastic. He's invited us to play a song, so we're probably going to rock an original for the VooDoo Chef himself on his show. So this is kind of like the VooDoo podcast sandwich because he went live at 5:30 with some incredible food that he created, which we'll talk about soon. He's jumping on our show for this podcast, and then we're joining him again on his show right after this show is over.
Well, you know what? You guys decided what songs we're going to play on our show.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys decide also
that's a good
what
idea.
we're going to play on his show?
That's a good idea.
What do you guys think best represents
KitchenKillaz? An original.
Gotta be an original song that we do.
Yep.
I mean, I guess that's kind of redundant.
Yep.
An original song.
An original song that
best represents KitchenKillaz.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea because
what do you think?
VooDoo Chef has been around this. He's been doing it for a long time. He's about to introduce us to a brand new circle of incredible people, and we want to make sure we lead with our best foot forward.
Best foot forward.
Best foot forward. Yeah, baby. So a huge shout out. Thank you guys very much. We also talked to our good friend Jesse Smith yesterday. Jesse Smith and the great Commodore and I have been friends for a really long time. We're waiting on a little bit of information to come in for a good friend that he has that is going through a pretty tough time. It's very rare that Jesse Smith asks for help. But last night I'm sitting on the couch, I'm having a nice bite to eat, and I see Jesse Smith's name show up on my phone. I'm like, that's some real shit. Jess, you don't just, that's not, So I let it ring once or twice, make sure it wasn't like an accidental butt dial. I answered the phone. He goes, I can't believe you answered the phone. I'm like, really? He goes, no, I can believe it. I'm like, what's up, my bro? So we talk. So we have a GoFundMe link we're going to be putting up before the end of the show. It is most certainly as much help as we can get. If you can't financially help, please share the link. We're going to get the information up there. A very, very close friend of his that helped him through a very, very tough time in life is going through a pretty hard time right now, battling a very interesting and very scary form of very aggressive cancer. So she's doing everything that she can. Her entire family and network is coming together and surrounding themselves with an incredible community to see if we can help them out. And we're just going to do our part. That's it.
If you've ever known anyone that's had cancer in your family or a friend, or known a friend that had a friend or a family or somebody that has had cancer, you know it's a tough struggle. If you can take $1 out of your pocket to this stranger that needs our help. That would be greatly appreciated.
That is very true, man, and it's a bit of a sad story, but we're going to do our best to rally the community and see if we can turn it into something amazing. So with that said, baby, let's get to some jiggity jams before we chat with our man Eric Youngs, the VooDoo chef himself. Incredible musician, fantastic creator, and a beautiful, beautiful mind. So let's see what we got here. We have Was It a Dream recommended. We have Waste My Time recommended. Keep them coming, baby. We're gonna see who wins at the end of the day. You guys are gonna determine what song we play on Eric's podcast, VooDoo Chef's podcast, after this one. So we're gonna leave that 100% up to you, and you guys let us know what you think we should rock that would feature and represent KitchenKillaz the best. All that good stuff. So give me a second. Let me grab my Get Fiddle. I'm going to get here, get plugged in, tune it up, make sure we're ready to rock and roll, and play our second place song off the 5 of this week's poll.
I really like this song. It's like one of those
very pretty.
When you came to me with this song, it's a very, very lovely story, a lovely melody,
thanks, man.
Cool little vibe. It's just a fun story. It's not about anybody. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's true.
It's just a made up story. Can I say that?
Yeah. It was one of those things where I was playing it on the guitar and I closed my eyes and I started to see the movie, and then I just started singing about what I saw. And I actually found the second verse when we were at DragonCon.
Yeah.
That's when I found it, when we had that Airbnb with Where Women Cosplay, me, you, Shelly, Brian, and Lauren. And they had that beautiful patio outside.
Yep.
Oh my God, bro!
I remember that. Right on the train tracks.
Yep, right on the train tracks. That was super cool. We had a really good time at DragonCon that year. That was really beautiful.
And most of the time, I try to write my guitar parts so I can like show off just a little bit. But this one was just like, I want to make it very simple and very effective.
Oh, he nailed it.
And I did my best.
Oh, shush! You shush. Ladies and gentlemen, coming into second place, this is called June. Check your volume. Oh, yeah, your volume is down. Eric, this is for you. It's a love song. Here's a story about a boy in West Virginia. He flew from California, met a sweet bright girl named June. They crossed lives one Saturday this past November at a party to remember a good friend gone too soon. And as we gather here today to take the pain away, to face another day without you, I know we don't appreciate the time we have today to make life beautiful. Here's a story about a girl from Indiana. She drove to West Virginia, met a sweet bright boy named Dean. They crossed lives one Saturday this past November at a party to remember. A good friend gone from me, and as we gather here today to stave off the pain, to face another day. Without you, I know we don't appreciate the time we have today to make life beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commodore. And as we gather here today, it's more than I can take to never see one day beside you. I promise I'll appreciate the time I have today. Let's make life beautiful. Yes. Well done, sir. What's up, everybody? Nice. Good to see you guys tonight, and thank you for joining us. My name is Billy Floyd, and that is
Commodore.
Oh, yeah. So good to see you, and thank you for spending some time with us. You know, all that good stuff on this hump day.
Because it's fun.
Yeah, how's your week going? I want to know. I want to know.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
I've had an exhausting week and a half.
Really?
At work. Yeah, not in a bad way, in a very good way.
Just busy.
I'm still getting a lot of
productive
stuff done. I'm still, just being badass.
Grooving.
But
yeah,
it's
kicking
just
ass.
a lot more lifting and moving and physical aspects.
Let's get physical, physical. Yeah.
Normally I move things with forklifts, and that's pretty easy. I just move my fingers just a tiny little bit, and it goes.
It just goes,
really
Jim.
fast.
Real fast.
But now I'm like lifting things with my hands.
It's crazy.
So exhausting.
You gotta use your hands. That's like a baby's toy. Name it.
I know this one. That was easy.
So thank you guys for hanging out, man. We're going to get to it coming in at first place. That's right. Right after this song, we're going to be chatting with the VooDoo chef himself, Eric Youngs. Fantastic. Super excited to have him on here. No, you cannot have any of the guitars that you see in the background. And if you want the bandana that he is wearing, you have to wrestle him in a pool full of lime jello. He chose lime.
I thought you were going to say chocolate pudding.
No. I asked for chocolate pudding. He said no chocolate pudding. That's not going to work. But if you wrestle him in a full pool of lime jello and you win, then he may give you his incredibly badass bandana, because I'm not 100% sure that he's just going to part with that.
Not just wrestle, but win.
Yeah, you got to win.
You got to win.
Yeah. Snuggles 1967 says, I want pudding. So how about this? We'll have two pools. We'll have a pool of jello to wrestle the VooDoo chef himself in, and we'll have a pool of chocolate pudding. We'll just give everybody spoons. They can just eat huge, amounts of chocolate pudding right out of the pool. We've done it before.
That sounds good.
It was fantastic.
We don't even have to put it in a pool, do we?
No, that's crazy.
He didn't say he wanted a pool of pudding.
Yeah, he just said, I want pudding.
There's one pudding.
Jello pudding snacks.
We'll give you some pudding.
That's true. You're getting pudding, baby, up in your face. Sweet, babies. This is coming in first place. Hope you guys are digging it. This is called The World Outside. Oh, yeah. Stand by. Yep. Oh, yeah. Almost.
That makes up for the 2 times that I did that at Castle Door.
What? Okay, that's fine. That's right. Josh Mullis does have an inflatable pool that he specifically bought for that exact thing, which now we have a pool. All we need is the lime jello and a very slippery and sticky VooDoo chef. Ha! Yeah, baby. He knows. Hope you guys are having a good one. This is called The World Outside. Here we go. The riddles that they left for you are here within the truth and lies. Salvation for the one above. light and truth, my one true love. And round we go again. Same mistakes we're living in. The lift I made when rides the way up and down remains the same. Whoa. Oh, 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 oh. So we write our mind in lines for days. Life rots in ink you can't erase. The past we have denotes the fate. How our life decides its days. Then round and round we go again. Same mistakes we're living in. The lift I made when rides the way up and down remains the same. So walk on, let the world outside your clouded mind be the guide to all you want, and walk on, to beat the path neath weathered feet, keep taking steps that lead you to the peace you to the bridge. So walk on, let the world outside your clouded mind be the guide to all you want, and walk on, to beat the path neath weathered feet, keep taking steps that lead you to walk on, let the world outside your clouded mind be the guide to all you want, and walk on, to beat the path neath weathered feet, keep taking steps that lead you to the peace you. Yes. Well done, sir. What's up, everybody? Good to see you guys, and thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Billy Floyd, and that is
the Commodore.
That's right, baby. We are the KitchenKillaz from Orlando, Florida, classified as a touring acoustic duo crashing kitchens around the country. We do it every Friday, and we do it
for free.
That is true. This Friday, we are headed to our good friend Holly Stubbs' house. Next Friday, we're heading to Jeff Lerner and Lainey Lerner's house.
I'm not making fun of her name, but that's a fun name.
Yeah.
Holly Stubbs.
Holly Stubbs, baby. I'll try like the Studebaker. That's right. So thank you guys for hanging out. We most certainly appreciate your time tonight. We hope you guys are having a fantastic hump day. That's right. Welcome all to hump day. Oh, yeah, baby. We got some good things. So if you guys are Twitch users, if you know people that are Twitch users, if you know people that know people that are Twitch users, send them over to twitch.tv/KitchenKillaz, and let's hit that 50. Once we hit that 50, not only do we qualify for an affiliate status, but the great Commodore is bringing back the Mohawk. Oh, yeah,
I don't know how we're
baby.
going to deal with these headphones with the Mohawk.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic. We can just cut a little slice right through the Mohawk, like this way.
Make like
an
arch.
Yeah, a little arch thing.
On my
break the headphones, and
Luke.
we can just have. And the bigger the arch gets, we can just make the headphones go up and over. I think it's or we cut right through the Mohawk, so your headphones sit right down on your head comfortably.
I'm not going to do that.
So your Mohawk would go like this, and then there'd be indentation for the headphones, and then no.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay, we're not going to do that.
That sounds silly.
That's right. Darth Yaris says it right there, baby. The dual hawk. Yeah, a bihawk. I love it. So thank you guys for joining us tonight. Without further ado, let us hang out with our very, very good friend, Eric Youngs, the VooDoo chef himself. Eric, how are you, sir?
What's going on, fellas? I got to tell you, you guys destroyed on those songs, man.
Oh.
Commodore, you were killing it right there, homie. And then background vocals,
Right.
on point.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
I'm telling him,
I appreciate
man.
that.
I'm telling him. So he was even giving us the giving us the little quiet snaps after the first song. He was like, yeah, and I think that also meant he agreed with the Lime Jello wrestling competition for the pink bandana that he's wearing.
No, what it really meant is anybody that wants to make a donation to our foundation to support food in the community and education, make a donation. I'll mail it to them.
I love it, man. Where can they go to make said donation, sir?
VooDooChef.com. Hit me up, email me direct, whatever we got to do to get that foundation rocking and rolling.
Gotcha, man. Is this VooDooChef.com right here?
That is right there, and you got the food fight up. I think you're going to be there. Is that right?
We are going to be at the food fight, baby. That's right, man. We are gonna taste the magic and worship the flavor, which is so cool. VooDoo Chef sauces and seasonings as well. He's got products. He's got the VooDoo Chef Hangout, the food fight right here. This is where we're actually headed right here. Join me at VooDoo Chef Hangout on October 24th between 10 and 4 p.m. I'll be demoing some VooDoo-fied specialties and hosting the Voodie food fight, where competitors will create their own awesomeness in hopes of being crowned fan favorite. Get your tasting tickets now and sample all the yummy goodness. I dig it, my man. Eric, you're involved in a lot of, Eric with a K, you are involved in a lot of stuff. Not only are you an accomplished musician, but you're a fantastic chef and you provide a lot to your community. So I was wondering if you would take a moment, because there's a lot going on. First of all, I got to give a huge shout out to Josh Mullis. Josh Mullis is a massive fan of yours. He's a very, very good friend.
He's a rock star, man.
Of ours. He is a rock star in his own right. So a huge shout out to Jen Hogan and Darth Yaris, my man Josh Mullis, for reaching out to the VooDoo Chef, my man Eric Youngs, and making it happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give the camera to Eric. He's going to introduce himself, tell you a little bit about who he is and what he does. The one and only Eric Youngs.
Dude, we'll make it as quick as we can, because everybody who knows me knows I won't shut up. I started working in this industry when I was about 14 years old, and at some point I transitioned and became an educator, and I started teaching students at the high school level culinary arts, and I've been doing that now for 23 plus years. And we've done it at every level. We've helped high school students. We're now at the college level. I run the Irwin Technical College culinary program, but we've never stopped giving to the community. It's more and more difficult to get to college, to find a trade. So we started the VooDoo Chef Foundation, man, probably about 2006, 2007, just trying to help kids get to school and feed those in need. And anything we can do to make that happen. We sell sauces, we sell seasonings. We're the official sauce and seasoning of Tampa's Gasparilla. Anything we can do to raise money for that foundation and send more kids to school. Next year, 2021, we're committed to over $100,000 in culinary scholarship, in addition to feeding those in need. And anybody that wants to jump on our bandwagon, please be one of our Voodies. Help us out. Find us on Facebook, VooDoo Chef 13, Instagram. I even have Snapchat. Don't know how to use it, but I've got it. Jump in, man. Help us out. Help us make a difference in the community. We help students all over the state of Florida and all across the nation. Doesn't matter. Whatever we can do to help, man. So, let's have a toast to that, right?
That's what I'm talking about right there. I don't know what's in here. It's been here for a couple of days. It's fermented, but it's fantastic.
I definitely know what's in here. It's Jack Daniels.
My man.
Amen.
So it's and you've been at this for a while, my man. You have a lot of different passions that you pursue, not only on the musical venture, but also on the food creation and community venture. Like, let's talk about the food for a little bit. Like, where did your passion for cooking and food, where did that really start, and how the heck did that culminate into VooDoo Chef?
It's really funny. At age 14, my buddy was working at a local restaurant, and he was telling me how he's making money, and who doesn't want money, right? And he said, hey, I'm a busser at this restaurant. Why don't you come down and bus tables? And I'm like, I asked my folks, and they're like, of course. So they're driving me to this restaurant, and I get tipped out. I'm a busser. I don't know what's going on. I'm making like $3 an hour, and at the end of the night, the waiters are, hey, Jack Daniels is right here, Jen Hogan, and stay with that. Have a toast for me. And he's making money, so I'm busting tables and I'm making money and I'm loving it. And it lasted all of about 2 weeks when I got a phone call, and there's like some pool party or something. I don't remember exactly, but it was enough for me to say, yeah, I'm not going to work. I'm quitting. And I quit. But then all of a sudden summer rolls around and my brother says, I manage this pizza restaurant. My brother's like 6 years older than me. And he's like, I'm managing this pizza restaurant. Why don't you come down and wash dishes for me over the summer? And the only thing I heard was, hey, do you want to hang out with me all summer? And who doesn't want to hang out with their older brothers, right?
That's the important part.
And I'm like, hell yeah. So I washed dishes all summer, but more importantly, I was hanging out with my older brother and learning and doing what we do. The very next summer, my other brother, 5 years older than me, calls me up and says, what are you doing? All of the bussers walked out. He's waiting tables at a restaurant down the road as he's going to college, and he says, "Get dressed and come down here and help us out." The only thing I heard was, "Come hang out with me." And I did. And I went down and I started bussing tables at this restaurant. And I think I worked at that company for the next 14 years.
Wow.
And,
Man.
I was working there because I had this dream and aspiration of being a rock and roll star, right? I mean, you guys are killers. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
And so I was working in the restaurants to feed my habit of wanting to play in a rock and roll band. And we were playing out all over Tampa Bay. So I was playing in a rock and roll band at night, working in restaurants during the day, never going to college, just kind of blew that off, and having fun. And at some point, the restaurant industry just became my passion and my calling, and the music just kind of slipped away and went away. And, we put out a couple private CDs that we did ourselves and put out some music, and we were opening for national acts and doing all right. But, at some point, life changes. So I started working in kitchen full time, and I real quick went from zero to hero just like that. And next thing you know, I'm assistant chef. I'm running the kitchen. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And at age 27, I got a call from the school district asking me if I wanted to teach. And so I changed paths again, and I started teaching. And my true passion became growing people. And I like to believe that that's what I do better than anything. And, we just started doing what we do, helping kids, sending them to school. 5 years at one school, transferred to a new school. At that second school, we created the only model culinary academy at the high school level in the entire nation.
Wow.
And, just kicking ass and taking names. And now I run the local culinary program at the college here, Irwin Technical College. And we're just trying to keep the culinarians here in Hillsborough County. And through that whole process, we saw how hard it is to send kids to school. It costs about, $80,000 if you really want to go to culinary school and do it right. And that's a lot of jack.
Yeah.
And so we started a foundation, and we're giving away money. And here's the funny thing, knowing how much it costs, I want to start a foundation. And we start a foundation, and our first year we give away $7,000. And I'm standing in my kitchen one day, KitchenKillaz, make sure you check them out.
Yeah.
And I tell my wife, I go, we gave away $7,000 last year. And my wife's like, that's really good. I'm like, not when it fucking cost $80,000 to go to culinary school.
$7,000 will help you for a couple of weeks, bro.
Exactly. So we started just really ramping it up and doing what we do. Now we've got the VooDoo Chef Foundation. We're official, our 501. We got sponsors like First Watch, AmeriFirst, Home Mortgage, you name it. All the restaurants, whether they're, suffering from COVID or not, they're all still with us, helping us do what we do. And that's just a testament to who they are. And we're kicking ass, taking names, sending more and more kids to school. And I'm blessed to have the opportunity to help people. And thank you for helping us share that mission.
Oh, dude, absolutely. We've always been huge proponents of people that are passionate about whatever. It doesn't really matter like what they're passionate about, but I think we found a lot of success, and a lot of our friends have found a lot of success by focusing on community, by prioritizing community, and then like how can we give back? And we've realized that most certainly it's exactly the same as most things. You get out what you put in. The more you put in, the more that karmic wave happens, and the more reciprocation happens with the world, with the universe, and with the people around you. So it's awesome that you're able to do so much, and it sounds like you're burning the candle at 27 ends, which is awesome. I
wouldn't have it any other way.
There you go, and it keeps us young, right? It keeps us moving and grooving. A body in motion stays in motion. A body at rest stays at rest.
And I look good for 87, right?
Dude, you look fantastic for 87.
Yeah, but I look like hell for 50. Remember that.
And this is another example of finding your passion. Like, you just got to try stuff. I love that you were like, I'm going to try this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then eventually you're like, you know what? I figured it out just by trying things. And I also like how you reframed all your jobs with just like hanging out with your brother.
Yeah, I really like that. Like he prioritized. That's what he heard. Hanging out with your brother. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Like I've always found a lot of the time that I've spent with friends. It doesn't matter what we're doing as long as we're hanging out together. You know, like that's been that's been a lot of fun to be able to kind of like spend time with that and do and meet people and then just spend time with the community. It doesn't matter what we're doing, but if we can give back to the community at the same time we're building healthy relationships. That's a win-win right there, my dude. I got to give a huge shout out. My man Jay Miller's in here. The Banana Foodie is in here. He's absolutely fantastic. He is out of Ocala, and he is a connoisseur of creativity and incredible food. Jay Miller is absolutely badass, man. He's a really great dude, and I'm sure that you guys working together could make some moves and have a lot of fun.
DM me, PM me, at me. I mean, I'm old. I don't really get it. But Banana Foodie, we might have to fix this. He obviously doesn't know the VooDoo Chef's 5 food groups: butter, bacon, caffeine, carbs, and bourbon. But we'd make an exception for the Banana Foodie if he changes that F to a V and he becomes a Banana Voodie.
I'm sure they could come. I'm sure they can find some type of compromise to make that one work. That's awesome,
hit me up, man. I'd love to connect, and any way we can build the community together, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and he is a huge community advocate. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, Jay doesn't play around, and he loves shaking hands and meeting people and spending time with others and helping them grow and helping the community grow. It's just really cool. He's a really great dude. So I'm excited to see what you guys could do together. Jay Miller comes in and he goes, done. No problem. He's another pull the trigger kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I guess he's getting the bandana, right?
And he also hates bananas, which is kind of funny.
Maybe he really is my guy.
Yeah. And he also says one of my sponsors is a distillery.
Which one?
Oh, which distillery are we talking about, Jay Miller? What's up, Slam 6000? Good to see you. You think I'm going to click that trash boy? I don't know what you're talking about, Slam 6000. Who are you, Slam 6000? What's your name? It's great to see you, and thank you very much for hanging out with us tonight, man. We definitely appreciate it. We got some fantastic people in the feed tonight, man. Eric, we just launched our Twitch channel, and we're putting all in. We're pushing all in for Twitch, man. It's been a great time so far.
I already sent you a text and said I want in.
Hell yeah, my dude. So
let's do it.
So we chatted a little bit about the food, about your passion. Can we talk about some of the products that you have on your website? Like
absolutely,
the creation, the ideas, where the ingredients come from. How did you come up with some of this incredible stuff?
So I grew up in a kitchen, and I have a real bad potty mouth, and I try my best to do the right thing and contain it. But I really did grow up in a kitchen, 14 years old. I'm bussing tables. 15 years old, I'm in a kitchen with a whole bunch of dudes slinging pizzas. 16 years old, I'm at a real large restaurant just doing what we do. And then I stayed there. And you pick up all this kitchen slang and lingo, but you also pick up a lot of skills and techniques and tolerance and life lessons. I mean, the things I learned from the kitchens far outweigh anything I ever learned in school. And I hate to say that. I mean, I graduated at the top of my class, but it didn't teach me much about life. It taught me a lot about books. In the kitchens, I learned a lot. And I also learned how to cook. And I contribute that all to one man, Chef Anthony Chick, God bless him, taking me under his wing and doing what he did and mentoring me. And through that came my knowledge of food and the creation of a lot of our products. So a lot of our products are from my time growing up. On my Facebook Live, I do a halfway hangout. I was just doing one a couple hours ago. And the dish I made last week, Chef Anthony and I wrote that dish recipe in 1995.
Wow. And
it still stands the test of time. I mean, my family and I eat this dish 3-4 times a month. So I figured I'd share that recipe on my halfway hangout, and we did. And that's where the recipe for my VooDoo Chef Black came from, my blackening seasoning, which I use to make my barbecue butter, which I use to make my VooDoo shrimp. And so it's just a lifetime of doing what I do, like anybody else. It's a full body of work. It's not a one-time thing. VooDoo Chef Red, we wrote that recipe when I was consulting for a different restaurant group. my number one seller, VooDoo Dirt, I was creating a recipe for a restaurant in Ybor City that wanted to capture the flavors of Ybor City. And we couldn't do another Cuban sandwich. I mean, everybody has a Cuban sandwich down in Ybor City. So we had to come up with something new. The other flavors that are associated with Ybor City are coffee. So we created a coffee rub, and we were putting it on a New York strip steak, and we were going to call the dish the New York strip. It was kind of a play on a Cuban sandwich, but we were using New York strip steak instead of the traditional mojo pork and salami and ham. So we took the flavors of the coffee, which the cigar rollers used to drink the espresso to keep them awake so they could roll more cigars. And we created an espresso rub that we called VooDoo Chef Dirt eventually. And it just plays well with so many proteins.
And you said that's one of your most
by
popular,
far our
biggest
top seller.
sellers. Really?
By far.
Wow.
By far. Far and above our number one seller.
That's fantastic for something with that much flavor that is that versatile. Like it's not easy to find a fantastic seasoning that's robust and flavorful that goes with so many different things. I got to say this real quick before the comment is gone. I wanted you to see this. You had asked the Banana Foodie which distillery he was working with, which is
I saw that Fishhawk.
That's it, Fishhawk Spirits, baby. That sounds.
I drink a lot, but I'm Johnny on the spot, man. So I work with. I'm very interested in Fishhawk, and I don't know where that's at exactly, but I'd love to learn. I work with a distillery called Dark Door Distillery, and I'm a Jack drinker, and everybody knows that. I drink Jack Daniels like all the time. I was at Dark Door Distillery just kind of hanging out and learning, trying to find a VooDoo whiskey and have them make me my own VooDoo whiskey. And I started playing around with these big cheesecloth bags full of stuff. I actually thought they were like cornhole bags. They were that big. And it actually ended up being the aromatics that they use in their gin. And so I started smelling them, and I'm like, man, this stuff smells amazing. And then I threw them in the alcohol, and they started flavoring the gin. And then at the end of the day, they're like, I'm tasting whiskeys. They're like, do you want to taste the gin? I'm like, no. And they're like,
no.
What do you mean? I go, well, I've had gin once. Don't really like it. I drink Jack Daniels.
I don't need it again.
It's terrible.
Pretty much. Pretty much. They're like, come on, taste the gin. I'm like, no, I'm good. Taste the gin. No. They're like, but you helped make it. I said, dude, I threw a tea bag inside the vat of alcohol. Dude, just taste it. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal. I mean, the aromatics came through. They don't filter out all the essential oils. And I actually now drink the Spirit of Prohibition 2.5 month New American Oak Barrel Aged Gin.
Damn.
And right now, I hate to do the shameless plug, but you can buy a bottle of VooDoo Chef's Barrel Select Gin, numbered. And, they want me to sign these bottles. My signature ain't worth anything. You can get a numbered bottle of VooDoo Chef Barrel Select Gin where the proceeds go back to the foundation. Check it out on VooDooChef.com.
Man, that is so awesome. Dude,
and the gin's really good.
It, brother. You're killing it. You're moving and grooving and making it happen, man. And I really like that.
I like regular gin. I'm interested to try that.
I know. And
well, guess what, Commodore? If I'm not mistaken, we have a date on 11/20, do we not?
Yeah, buddy.
Do you know what that date is? That's the date that everybody picks up their barrel-aged gin. So, Commodore, guess what you and I are going to be doing that night?
Let's share a glass. Maybe not the same glass, but let's.
How about a bottle, dude?
Oh, let's share a bottle, bro. A glass. That's a big glass, man. That is awesome, Eric. And that is so cool. You look at he's so professional. He's even got it marked as well.
In a beaker cup.
That's right, man.
That is a beaker. You passed science.
That's scientific, baby. We got Dennis Cutter, the mad scientist, our touring chef. He travels with us all over the state of Florida. He's created some incredible stuff. And he travels with a bunch of beakers and Erlenmeyer flasks. Anytime that he cooks, he joins us over here. We We got him a set of it for just kind of like an appreciation gift. But it's exactly the same thing because they're fantastic drinking glasses, absolutely incredible drinking glasses. And you can watch the numbers blur as you continue to drink, which is absolutely fantastic. That's probably my favorite part about it. I
Hey,
swear that said 8.
I got to tell you, I'm looking at that kitchen back there, and I saw Josh Mullis in that kitchen. I'm wondering why, I don't know. I'm wondering why I'm not standing back there throwing down.
Dude, you're kind of a big deal, man. I didn't even think I didn't think you'd be able to break off time to crash the KitchenKillaz kitchen on a Friday night. That'd be fantastic, my man.
And I still want you to crash my backyard, homie.
Oh, heck yeah. We're going to work on that, too. We've only played one outdoor show before. That was Chris Gentry's barbecue. We learned so much. We're excited to do it again.
Dude, Gentry's a big deal.
Yeah, Gentry's a big deal, man.
I want to do another backyard.
Yeah, the backyard, that was a lot of fun. We learned so much on that show. We're super, super stoked to do another outside backyard show again. That'd be absolutely fantastic.
You know what? When we hit phase 4, done deal. Done deal. I'll bring over all the VooDoos. We'll hang out. We'll throw down, we'll cook, we'll jam, we'll play, but I get to play with you.
Oh, hell yeah, man. No problem. The songs that you sent me the other day sounded absolutely fantastic, dude. I'm excited to sit down and play some jams. And I think that was part of the agreement was that when we crashed that backyard, we learned one of his originals and he played along with us.
We're going to collab.
Damn straight.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun, man. And are you kidding, Eric? We would love to have you over here to help crash our kitchen. Let us know when you're available. We can send you some available dates. It's rare that we're in our own studio, but when we are, we really try to do it up. And there would be no better guest, especially a guest guest, a guest. Yeah, a guest with that rocking that pink bandana, baby, to come over and create some fantastic food for us.
It's funny. Someone asked me. Someone was poking at me about my pink bandana. And I'm like, it's, Cancer Awareness Month. And besides, I like pink. And if you have a problem with that, just come see me.
Yeah.
This is in my drawer 24/7 all day.
Nice, man.
But it is Cancer Awareness Month. I've had it on every day this month. So, make sure you do whatever you can to support and help out where you can. It's, cancer sucks and we got to do all we can to help figure out what we got to do to eliminate it.
Amen, dude. Speaking of that, and I kind of wanted to bring this up. Our good friend reached out to us, Jesse Smith, reached out to us yesterday and was bringing up the fact that one of his good friends, Nicole Lawrence, was struggling big time. He called me yesterday, and Jesse's one of the toughest dudes I know. He's ex-military, like he does not play around. And just hearing him talk, the emotion was just in his soul. And he asked, and he said, I know you guys are busy. I know you guys got a lot going on, but if there's anything you can do to help bring a little bit of awareness to this specific campaign, please let me know what I can do to help. And I said, Jesse, send me the link. Let's see what we can do for you. We'll most certainly share it and get it out there and see if we can share it with our community and have our community share it with their people and their loved ones as well. So this is the GoFundMe link right here. This is the actual page, Cancer Surgery Treatment for Nicole Lawrence. She is having one hell of a time. And for anybody, the great Commodore brought this up before, for anybody that has experienced or had somebody close to them in their life that has experienced or had cancer touch them, most certainly it is a very challenging and very arduous ride every step of the way. Every step of the way. So if you guys want to grab that link and just check it out, read the story for yourself, let us know what you can do to help. If you can donate financially, fantastic, thank you. If you can't, we understand. If you can share it on your social media, share it with your friends, share it with your community. Right now it's about awareness. It's about bringing attention and putting eyes on this entire thing. And like the Commodore said before, even if it's $1, every dollar counts, every penny counts, every nickel counts. So Nicole's been going through a really, really tough time, and this is the time that we rally and we gather the community together and we do our absolute best to burn all the burners, baby, and see if we can move this forward with Nicole. As you see, in about 24 hours, they've raised $3,600, and I think right now their goal is $47,000. Is how much it's going to cost for the surgery and treatment. I know my dad, he's alive, he's okay. He suffered from esophageal cancer a couple years ago, and I watched him go through it. I watched him go through the chemotherapy and the radiation. I watched him, I already thought he was an incredible, strong individual. I watched him brave that. My mom was right there with him every step of the way. It is no joke. For those of you that have experienced it, or you've had somebody close in your life that's experienced it, it is most certainly trying and an extremely emotional roller coaster from beginning till the end, which there really isn't an end, because you're always going back for more tests. You're always going back for more doctor's visits. Always, always, always. It never goes away. So it's good that you're wearing that bandana, that you're bringing awareness to the overall issue, Eric, because a lot of people, sometimes it's out of sight, out of mind. It doesn't touch me, so I don't really pay attention to it. But I guarantee you, if it hasn't touched you, it's touched somebody that you know and somebody that you love. And if we can rally together and we can get behind this thing, we might be able to save a life.
Absolutely. And I we don't need to go down the road and take away the excitement vibe, but please share that link with me. I lost my mother when I was 23. It is no joke. You see these shirts that say cancer sucks and fuck cancer. If you don't know, you don't know. But we really need to do all we can and help people. You have no idea what the payments cost, what it costs to go through this, even co-pays and all that. It doesn't support, it doesn't help. It is very trying. Please share that link with me. We'll blow it out on all our pages, all our social media, whatever we can do. We got to help those that we can. When we're so fortunate to be in the positions we are, we have to help other people. So
so, dude, it's our responsibility.
And even a paid share is sometimes all it takes.
That's true. Mm-hmm. You get it in front of the right people, and it's free to do. It's free to share the page. It literally takes 10 seconds. Copy the link, put it on your page, tell people to look at it, put some eyes on it, and that really helps. Facebook has over 2 billion users. That's just in Facebook alone, but onto Twitter, onto Instagram, and even Twitch. Just whatever we can do to get some eyes on it. And right now, it's all about knowledge, and knowledge is power. And get it in front of people. Put it in front of people. And there are many campaigns. A lot of people in the world, in our nation, in our state, in our county, in our city, in our neighborhood are probably suffering from something just like this. You can take it one at a time, pour your heart and soul into it, and one by one, we just try to survive.
Everybody skip Starbucks tomorrow and drop $5 on that page.
Amen. Amen. And if you guys are just joining us, we want to give a huge hello to our good friend Eric Youngs, the VooDoo chef himself, an absolutely incredible musician, a fantastic creator, and one hell of a trigger puller, man. This guy just likes to make it happen. And we started putting some events together already. Eric's already invited us to team up on a couple different things. I'm looking forward to all of it. I think October 24th we're looking at. We have a November date that we're looking at as well, which I think we got both those in the books tonight already.
We were chatting in the pre-show, booking stuff. We were running out of time before the show started.
Just putting them down.
What was it, Commodore? 127 events we booked? Is that what it was? I think I heard you guys say
127, 120. Yeah, we got 127. Yeah, we're making it happen, baby. We ain't playing around. So thank you so much for joining us, Eric. We really, really appreciate it. We got to chat a little bit about music, a little bit about your chef, a little bit about the community that you're a part of, all the charity organizations that you're a part of. We even chatted about the items that you have on your store and I want to get some of that dirt seasoning. That sounds fantastic.
Dude,
done deal.
No joke.
Yeah.
I worked in a restaurant. I worked in restaurants for 20 years, and I worked in a restaurant one time, and they had an espresso rub ribeye, and when they rolled that out, I was like, that sounded really weird to me. It sounded really weird. But then I tried it, and I'm like, that is a match made in heaven. Yeah. And you've got mentioned on the description of your dirt seasoning, you can put it on cedar plank salmon. You can put it on baby back ribs.
Yeah,
and of course,
absolutely.
I recommend the so good ribeye.
So I'm a very picky eater, and a lot of people don't know that. We joke around butter, bacon, caffeine, carbs, and bourbon. I really am not a vegetable fan. I'm not a fruit fan, and those are true statements. And I have a list of things that I just absolutely do not eat. I really don't care for salmon, but that doesn't mean I don't know how to cook it. I don't know how to prepare it. I make for my wife and my daughter with the dirt. I will take that salmon, I'll rub it with agave, and then I will just load that dirt on there. And then I throw it on the cedar plank inside my green egg, and I let it just sit in there till it's about mid-rare. And we pull that out, and you can serve it with whatever you want.
You rock that green
my girls just like rice. My girls just like rice. So I just put that on top of rice, and they just go to town. The dirt is rather sweet. Dirt's rather sweet, so we pair it up with that Southern Gold, which has that hard acid hit, and it's fire. And you're right, Josh Mullis. Worship the flavor. You're a rock star, Josh.
Absolutely. I was going to say, Josh, for any of these events, man, if you're going to be available October 24th or even November 20th, like let us know, dude. We'd love to have you team up with the Killaz and join us. You know, I'm sure it would be good for you and Eric to shake hands again and to experience the incredible environment that's going to be surrounding the entire community on both of those dates. We're really, really looking forward to it. And again, Eric, thank you so much for joining us, my dude. We really appreciate you breaking off some time. We know you're a busy dude, so thank you very much for sharing your ideas and your stories with us.
Absolutely. And all the kitchen killers out there, make sure you check out the VooDoo Chef podcast when it drops next Friday, because we're going to have you guys on and it's going to be awesome.
Sweet, baby. Sweet. Well, Eric, if you don't mind, we're going to wrap it. We're going to find out what song that the community is going to have us play on your show tonight. So we're going to do a little count and see what's going on. We know
I love it.
We know you got some things to take care of and get scheduled for the podcast we have in a very short period of time.
Absolutely.
So we're going to let you get to it, baby. We're going to get this wrapped up, and we're going to pop on your podcast in just a little small window of minutes here, which I'm excited
Much love, guys. Keep killing it.
I love it, baby. Thank you so much, Eric. Have a good night, brother.
Thanks, bud.
See you soon.
Man, what a good dude.
That was fun.
Fantastic energy, man. I really like Eric. He's super cool guy. So thank you guys very much for joining us. We most certainly appreciate it. Tonight we had Eric Youngs, the VooDoo Chef himself.
I want to see her playing salmon now.
I know, right? Now I just want to I'll tell you. What was it? Josh Mullis had cooked one night, and he had gotten. Was it you that got the salmon from Publix?
No, he did. It was hickory.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God.
Glazed, maybe.
Yeah, they're in Tampa, Josh. That's where we're headed. So
out here, Josh.
October 24th and November 20th both are going to be in Tampa. I think the November 20th one is actually at the distillery. I believe that's what we're doing. I have to figure it out because we were booking the 127 events so quickly.
I'm waiting for him to give us one of these.
Got to get those.
Like you're saying the right.
There we
thing.
go. Josh Mullis said the bourbon glazed salmon.
Bourbon glazed
salmon, man.
Something. That was awesome.
So thank you guys very much for hanging out with us tonight. We definitely appreciate it. Yesterday we put up a poll with 5 songs on it. Tonight we played the winners, which were June coming in at 2nd place and The World Outside coming in at 1st place. So let us know what you want us to hear. We saw a couple different votes go up there. We had Was It a Dream? We had Wasting Time. We had Drift Slide Collide. We had As the World Stood Still. What would you guys like us to play to spend some time on Eric's podcast, the VooDoo Chef himself? I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see what we can do there and how we can represent the Kitchen Killaz the best way, baby. So let us know what you guys want to hear.
I always like Drift Slide Collide.
Yeah, it's super groovy, man.
I feel like we play that all the time.
Kind of poppy, kind of groovy.
Just fits our vibe.
Yeah, it's happy, baby. Happy.
Just happy.
That's right, man. And a huge shout out to all of our Patreon patrons. Thank you guys very much for supporting us. You can head over to patreon.com/KitchenKillaz for as little as 17 cents a day. You can sign up and be a Patreon patron. You get a sneak peek of our Friday set list, of the Friday menu, of the poll that comes out every Tuesday. Then you get little picks and tricks, some cool stuff, and Patreon practices, private Patreon practices promptly promised and played. There's a couple P's in there.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was
Matt McIver comes in with Powered Up, so Powered Up is now on the docket as well. That's What Was It a Dream? As the World Stood Still, Drift Slide Collide, and now Powered Up.
Private
out,
Patreon practice performance precisely as promised.
Gotcha. And played. Yeah. There's one more.
It's precisely played as promised.
Played as promised. Yeah, well, I like that. Precisely played as promised.
There we go.
I dig it, baby. So thank you guys very much for hanging out with us tonight. We most certainly appreciate it. Commodore, anything, any last words for him before we get to our sponsors?
Are we doing another Saturday private Patreon practice performance precisely played as promised this Saturday?
I think we're going to rock at noon. At noon on Saturday, we have a private Patreon practice promptly performed precisely as promised.
I'm going to have to leave that up there. So if you are a Patreon member, thank you to all of our Patreon members. If you're a Patreon member, join us again this Saturday.
That is true.
We're going to go live just for you guys.
That is also true.
Count them 1, 2, 3, 4 new songs that we're working on right now that have not been released yet. They're pretty much all done, though.
Yeah. That is true.
You just got to pull the trigger.
Yeah, man, we're looking forward to it. So join us at 12 on Saturday. We got some brand new jams we're going to be playing for you guys. We most certainly appreciate you guys hanging out with us. I think our good friend Lucas Brady is going to be joining us this one day this weekend. He's in town. Lucas Brady has been a fantastic kitchen killer for quite some time. He's been a fantastic friend of ours, a huge motivator of ours, and it's going to be good to meet him in person. I really like Lucas. He's always been extremely motivational and very, very supportive. Yeah! So a huge shout out to you guys. Thank you very much. Allison Basie, when there is a guest Zoomer, the KK guys can barely be heard. Okay, we'll have to figure that out, Allison Basie. We'll have to figure that out. We'll have to work on that for you. Make sure we tweak.
I can hear you.
We twist it. I can hear you. You sound great. Yeah.
As do you, sir.
You sound fantastic.
I think it's the microphones.
That's right. So a huge shout out. Thank you guys very much. We're going to drop a background real quick because it's going to be absolutely fantastic, which I'm really excited to see. It's right there. Hi. And then these are our sponsors. A huge shout out to Wayne Dench Incorporated. Wayne Dench, our good friend Jason Sauer, making it happen, baby. Reese Peacock over at EMS Mobile Detailing. A huge shout out to him as well. Castledore Studios, which we will be the last Wednesday of the month with Zach and Alyssa. Tornatori's Cafe and Pizzeria. Good friend Denny making it happen. And then Joel Van making everything sticky and sweet in Lakeland with Lakeland Barbecue Company and Lakeland Ice Cream Company. We definitely appreciate you guys hanging out and spending some time with us. We most certainly appreciate it. If you would like to be a guest on the show or book us, please email us at kitchenkillaz@gmail.com. We love different guests. We love passion. We love all the words that begin with P. As Shelly said, the private Patreon practice performance precisely as promised. Yeah, baby. We're going to end this with a little Thomas Carter Rochester because it feels like a TPJ kind of day. Just feels like a TPJ kind of day. How do you feel about that? Are you okay with a TPJ kind of day?
I'm okay with that.
Okay with that?
That's a fun little.
Yeah, man.
I like when the bass kicks in.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the first verse.
Yeah.
Oh, wait
yeah, he
for
doesn't
it.
play around, baby.
Wait for it.
Sweet. Well, we guys appreciate it. Thank you very much. Have a good night. We're going to wrap this up and we're going to hang out with the VooDoo chef shortly after this.
Never thought I'd end up 28 without a missus. Yet here we are, yeah, it's totally a thing. Making this movie about my life in quarantine. Started out hype, living life as a pirate. Then it got hectic as time began to riot. Filmed my thoughts, what a terrible idea. Had a party over Zoom and got diarrhea. Ran out of toilet paper, life felt like forfeit. Turn on the news, an invasion of hornets. That's when it really truly started to unravel. I truly wish I could go motherfracking travel like toilet paper Jesus. Toilet paper Jesus. Toilet paper Jesus. Toilet paper Jesus. I wanna be a vagabond, maybe I'm a Cylon. I should have killed them hornets with the motherfracking mask on. Covered in ketchup, man, I think I messed up. Need a therapist that will help me fill my loving cup. No, not with beer, they really need to steer this conversation with myself a light year away from beer that need to poop and seize us. Sorry, socks, it don't please us. Holy fracking crap, is that toilet paper Jesus? Toilet paper Jesus. 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 Toilet paper Jesus.
See you guys.